Hello friends, welcome to Express online mock test discussion. So questions are: Parliament can make any law for whole or any part of India for implementing international treaties. So options are: with the consent of all the states, with the consent of the majority of states, with the consent of the states concerned, and without the consent of any state. So this statement is correct. Seven question. In recent years, the term office of profit was in use due to disqualification of 20 Aam Aadmi Party MLA from the Delhi Assembly by the Election Commission of India. Is in this context, the office of profit will be determined by which of the following authority? ऑफिस ऑफ प्रॉफिट जो है कौन डिटरमाइन करेगा? प्रेसिडेंट या इलेक्शन कमीशन या फिर इंडियन पार्लियामेंट या फिर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया? तो दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन because this is related to the recent current affair news. So the President of India and Election Commission will not decide. So Indian Parliament is the correct answer. In Constitution of India, this is not actually correct. So you can read the explanation. So this is actually Article 121 and Article 191 of the Constitution of. According to this, an MP or an MLA is barred from holding an office of profit under the central or state government. Means MP or MLA cannot be take any office of profit or any post under the government, or they cannot be in any like the secretaries of the existing ministers in the cabinet. So they should not hold any office of profit, and if they hold, then there will be an action taken against them, and which will lead to their disqualifications. So this is the article, which is the exact wording which is given in the our law, our 102 and 191 articles. So Parliament is the correct answer. And eighth question is: with reference to the Parliament of India, consider the following statement. A minister who is a member of one house of parliament has the right to speak and can vote in other house also. If any minister disagrees with cabinet decision and is not prepared to defend it, he must resign. So here answer option number second is correct. So this statement actually is correct, but this can vote. This is actually very controversial statement, as he can vote only in the house in which he is a member. So we have to read the statement carefully. Otherwise, the statement is also looking correct, but it is in reality, it is not correct. Ninth question. Answer to the following statement. The parliamentary secretaries can be appointed by Prime Minister to assist the functions of the Council of Ministers. Concept of parliamentary secretary applies only to the parliament and not to the state legislative assemblies. So which is the correct option? So first question on option is correct and second one is wrong. So why second one is wrong? This is actually this statement only to the parliament, and see we are seeing that only is also there. So mostly the statements are which have used only, they are doubtful, and we must not take them correct at first. We have to investigate and we have to read the statement very well, and here also it is the wrong statement. So as it is not applies only to the parliament but to the state legislative assembly. So you can read the explanation. Next question. If bill written by the president for consideration does not lapse on the dissolution of the Lok Sabha, bill passed by the Lok Sabha and pending in the Rajya Sabha lapses on the dissolution of the Lok Sabha. A bill under consideration of the Lok Sabha lapses when the Lok Sabha is prorogued. A bill originating in the Rajya Sabha which has not been passed by the Lok Sabha and which is still pending in the Rajya Sabha does not lapse. So here we can see uh, this is also a very important question, and it is related to the previous year question which has come in 2015 UPSC. So previous year questions are also important. So here answer will be 1, 2, and 4. So if a bill is written by the president, but it is passed by both the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, so it doesn't lapse on the dissolution. So here dissolution is mentioned. A bill passed by the Lok Sabha and pending in the Rajya Sabha will lapse. So this is correct. And a bill under consideration of the Lok Sabha lapses when the Lok Sabha is prorogued. So the here dissolution is not mentioned, only prorogation is mentioned. So it will not lapse. This is wrong. So a bill originating in the Rajya Sabha which has been not been passed by the Lok Sabha and which is still pending in the Rajya Sabha does not lapse. So this statement is also correct. So 1, 2, and 4 are the correct answer. So you can read the explanation here. So here this information is given in the Lakshmikant. So you must have read from there. So you can read this additional information here. That's all for today. Thank you, friends.